Hello, hello. This is Jess with the Sensible Nutrition Program, and today I'm here to talk to you about soup. Now, if you go to your local grocery store, you might look at the soup aisle and be a little bit overwhelmed when trying to decide what type of soup to purchase. When we're talking about canned soup and a lot of canned products in general, we'll oftentimes find a lot of sodium, sometimes a lot of saturated fat, especially in those cream-based and meat-based soups, which are not good for our heart health. They can lead to heart disease, increase your risk for stroke, and also increase your bad cholesterol levels. So we want to try and find healthier options out there, which there are plenty of. And I want to help you to decipher what exactly some of those options are, what the labels mean, and how you can choose the best and healthiest soup for you and your family, especially on those days that you don't really feel like cooking an extravagant meal. It's cold out maybe, and soup is just a nice comfort food. So I have a variety of mostly chicken noodle soups that I'm going to compare today. And a regular can of condensed chicken noodle soup has 60 calories per serving. It has half a gram of saturated fat per serving and 15 milligrams of cholesterol. I've included cholesterol here because the research is mixed as to whether or not cholesterol makes a big impact on our heart health, but some of the research says so, and if you're trying to limit your cholesterol intake, then I have it listed for us. And then finally, our sodium content. Remember, we want to try and stay at or under 2,300 milligrams of sodium every day. So keep that number in mind. Have a reduced sodium variety of condensed chicken noodle soup. Now, underneath the reduced sodium label, we see a footnote that says 48% less sodium than our regular condensed chicken noodle soup. So if a product makes a health claim such as this, it does have to explain what that means and how they came to that conclusion. So this one does, and if we turn over to the nutrition facts label, we can see for ourselves that yes, in fact, this can of chicken noodle soup, everything else is equal, but the sodium is 410 milligrams per serving. So a lot less sodium than our regular chicken noodle soup, as you can see. Less than half, in fact. All right, next up, we'll look at this healthy request soup. So this is a soup that makes a claim that it is heart healthy. All right, what does that mean? If we look, we see heart healthy. While many factors affect heart disease, diets low in saturated fat and cholesterol may reduce the risk of this disease. And then further, we see another note that says 50% less sodium than our regular product. So they make this claim, they back it up, it's probably true. But we can look at the nutrition facts label and see that, again, 60 calories, half a gram of saturated fat. Our cholesterol level is lower at 10 milligrams per serving, and our sodium content is again reduced at 410 milligrams per serving. All right, this differs from the rest of them. This is a cream soup, it's cream of chicken, but it says that it's 98% fat-free. You'll find this label on a lot of your cream-based soups sometimes. There's no footnote about that, but if we look at the nutrition facts label, we see that there are 60 calories, half a gram of saturated fat, compared to 2 grams of saturated fat, which is going to be found in a regular can of cream of chicken soup. All right, and the sodium is a bit high at 720 milligrams per serving. But if you're worried about saturated fat in maybe a casserole that you're making with a cream-based soup, then this would be the way to go. All right, and then finally we have, this is not a condensed soup, so you don't need to add water to it, but it's called light. It's a light version of this chicken noodle soup. So what does that mean? Light can mean a lot of things in our minds, but you guessed it, they gotta back it up. So we see the footnote says at least 33% fewer calories per serving than the leading chicken, pasta, and vegetable ready-to-serve soup. If you wanted to find what the leading brand is, you'd have to do a little more digging. But this label might be a little bit misleading, all right? And I'll explain why. If we turn to nutrition facts label, we'll see that this soup, like the rest of our chicken noodle soups, also has 60 calories. So whatever the leading brand of chicken noodle soup is, it evidently has more calories than this soup. So a little bit misleading there. It's got the same amount of calories as the rest of those soups back there. All right, but our saturated fat content is 0 grams, so that's good. Cholesterol, 15 milligrams, and our sodium content per serving is somewhere in the middle at 660 milligrams of sodium per serving. It's important to look at the labels, check those nutrition facts labels, and do your due diligence to choose the right soup for you and your family.